Iblis, interestingly enough, used to be one of the highest worshippers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was a superstar. He was incredible. Iblis was a worshipper. He was an abid. And it was interesting to note that because of his ability to choose, if he makes the right decision, he gets more points. The angels don't have a choice. All the actions they do, that's how they're built. But if someone has the choice to do right or wrong and they choose the right, that's plus points for them. So Iblis used to hang out with the angels, because the angels are the top of praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Iblis was so good that he was able to kick it with the angels.
He actually worked among the angels, literally. But he wasn't an angel, he was a jinn, made of fire. The angels are made of light. He had a special rank, he was God-fearing. He was devout. He was a worshipper, wallahi. And he believed in the oneness of God and His might and power and everything. And he turned to Him. He was a righteous servant of God.
Iblis is a creation of God. Iblis is a jinn. Iblis is, he's made of fire. But where did Iblis come from? And were there the likes of Iblis before? So the Mufassirun have commented. Again, this is based on Israeli riwayat. And what Allah Azza wa Jal did is that He created a whole creation of jinns. They had got taklif. Taklif is that God's now given them a responsibility to recognize Him. So what Allah did is that He sent jinn messengers. But the messengers in the many numbers were killed by the jinns on the earth. And there was great corruption that prevailed on the earth. Now there was one notable jinn that was very pious. And again, all of this is in the Israeli riwayat. You can't verify it and say it's absolutely authentic. You can't deny it and say it's totally false. Iblis, being who he was a good jinn. And he started to worship God to the extent that there was no space in the heavens was left, but Iblis had gone there and he had worshipped God. Until then, Allah Azza wa Jal allowed him to come in the company of the angels. Allah decided that He's going to send the angels down to the earth and to banish the jinns that had causes a lot of corruption on the earth. Iblis volunteered that if he can come with the angels to kill these corrupted jinns on the earth, and Allah Azza wa Jal gave him permission. So he came and they killed a lot of these jinns. They left only a few on the earth, and from these few again the progeny of the jinns would start. Now Iblis returns back. Suddenly Allah reveals to the angels and He says, when your Lord, your provider, when your sustainer said to the angels, I am about to make on the earth a vicegerent, or someone who will take command, second in charge, or someone who will rule again, reign after the last reigning. I'm about to make a Khalifa on the earth. Now when Allah said that, Iblis got really happy. Allah is going to now make a Khalifa perhaps from the jinns. But Allah's decision wasn't that He's going to make a Khalifa or a vicegerent from the jinns. His decision now was that He's going to create this new creation. Now this shocked Iblis.